I am a domestic violence survivor. And the truth of the matter is, our nation does not really care about survivors. They like it when we're victims. They like it when we have to go to them and beg for them to help us. They like it when we fill the shelters. And I say this because in a nation that's raising millions and millions of dollars pertaining to domestic violence to assist survivors, none of that money goes to assist those survivors. See, placing me in a shelter or getting me counseling is one thing. But most survivors want to relocate. They want to go. And if you have the finances, you will move yourself. But the problem is once you've moved yourself and then you apply for Medicaid for your children or childcare, or you apply for child support, what many people don't realize is under those very programs, survivors are outed to their abusers. Once they are outed to their abusers, our wonderful nation, under Health and Human Services and Secretary Burwell, and all these regions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they don't have any funding to help those survivors once they're outed through the paperwork process. Once you're outed, our government expects you to figure it out. They want you to hop on that horse and make it happen. They will allow you to stay at a shelter 6 to 8 weeks. In those 6 to 8 weeks, you need to have secured a job, secured a deposit, and moved on. How unrealistic is that? How absurd is that? And let me just tell everybody, our government not only is outing survivors, but they're okay with it because they call it an error. In fact, I have a letter. It said, we mistakenly gave out your address to your abuser, and it was an error. When you, the survivor, flip out, go crazy, go ballistic, and start screaming at them and asking them why they would make such a diabolical error, you know what they say? We're sorry. They're really dry and calm with it. We're sorry. I hate that dry and calm, we're sorry. Because my life, my children's lives, my family's lives have just been altered. And it's just not financial. It's emotional. And our government is doing it. Under Secretary Burwell and her happy little staff, they're not addressing it. They actually have an office called Family Violence under Administrative of Children and Families. And guess what? All they do is fund statistics to talk about us dying, us returning to our abusers, our sons abusing women, our daughters going in or being in relationships of abuse. But never is a statistic saying where programs are actually helping survivors. It's a circus, and it's sad. And don't get me wrong, there are many programs nationwide that are helping survivors, but there are too many that aren't. Too many that take this pledge and this plunge and they wear it as a badge of honor. I'm helping a survivor. And survivors are dying all around them. It is time as a nation, instead of walking around doing purple purse campaigns and the March for Domestic Violence, why don't we do a march on our nation and ask Health and Human Services, where's the funding for these survivors? Why are they running around like dogs in a circle trying to figure out lives? Why do you believe providing a shelter like you would an animal is the best bet for them and not providing security, location, and safety? In the end, I want you all to know that I'm not going to be a victim, and I won't be a victim. And for 3 years, I've been a victim. I've been a victim by our system by not telling anybody that our government outs us through child support and through Medicaid. My abuser has found me all the time. I don't even talk to this person. But those happy little letters that go out of the mail when you apply for those benefits tells them where you are. And when you go to the state and you say, you did this, and you get your sorry, you know what you're supposed to do per them? You're supposed to be okay with it. You're supposed to smile and say, I understand. It was an accident. It was a mistake. It was an error. My life don't really matter. If it blows my brains out, kills my kids, it doesn't matter. Every day in the news, women and children are being murdered nationwide. And the very people that are designed to help keep us safe are the very people outing us. I want you to know that as a survivor, it's sickening. But again, I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. And I will overcome this hurdle like all others. But I want everyone in the country to know